Okay, so I had to talk to the gentleman off camera about some things, but this part here, you can see it. I'm trying to watch my step here, make sure I don't fall. You see right there that incline, like a on ramp, off ramp. It's part of the, I believe it's part of the old Marion Highway. If you're familiar about this area here, there's a bridge further up the road there, past the gas station that's in the center there of this area, but used to be the on-off ramp. You can see it got some stone, some concrete blocks here. And actually during in 2019, when the road was being repaired, some of the construction equipment were parked around here. Maybe just up that way there a little bit, and you see it just up that way a little bit. But you see, got old tires, some litter here, some beer bottles, and people come down here and hunt and put out corn and other bait for deer and boar and whatnot. But yeah, this is, you see there's like a brick wall where a ramp was, part of the road here. Actually runs back. It runs back this way. I can show you remnants of it maybe at the closer to the end of this video. I came back here before, back in 2017, 2018. You see my other videos. I been out here exploring, looking for signs of people trespassing, you know, hunting, camping out, whatever. But it used to be somewhere here, yeah, at one point there was a bucket and a ladder. People were camping out for hunting a deer, so used the ladder as a stand, if you will, a deer stand, I think, hunting stand, and had a bucket for the corn, for their bait. So, and actually during the storm, this area was flooded. Water just ran through here. It wasn't this wide open. I don't remember being this wide open. It was more brush and overgrowth. But I guess over time I'm surprised there's not more overgrowth, especially right here. I'm gonna walk up a little bit further, and then we can go check out the PD area. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna get in the vehicle and drive further up, because I talked to the gentleman. They allowed me to go check out their hunting site where they have their used to be their lodge. Used to be a lodge up there, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make my way back to the vehicle. You know, as I walking back to the vehicle, talking with the gentleman, they were giving me some insight to what they know about the property. Even talk about some of the issues with the property. People being on the property camping. That they confronted individuals camping on the property, and they tried to call the game warden, and the game warden wouldn't respond to them come out there. And I told them that, well, the game warden has my signature on a document giving the game wardens the right to prosecute for people trespassing. And I signed this document as one of the managers of the property. Just after the court hearings and court order giving me and the other managers rights to manage the property, make decisions on the property, right? And so when people started trespassing, coming here and coming on property to hunt without permission, as one of the managers, right? But also let the other managers know that I contacted the game warden and I filled it out, my information, and signed it, and sent it back to the game warden, giving them the authority to prosecute people if they discover them to be trespassing on the property. So I'm confused on why is that the game warden, if these members of the hunting club or whoever discovers that people are camping out and trespassing and doing whatever on the property, then why the game warden is not responding. That question needs to be asked and answered. And this is why it's important that people pay attention to if you have property. Because people know people. People know things, people hear things, people see things. And if it's your property, not just your property, but if it's your family's property, if it's Heir property, everybody has a right to know, everybody has a right to be heard, everybody has a right to protect and preserve the rights to the property. To do things right, according with the rules and laws, and not just doing things because they feel they have the right to do so, the sense of entitlement. See, there's been a lot of lawlessness, if I can say that word, use that word, going on for decades. The old way of doing things. People not sharing information, people not telling the right things, people doing what they want to do because it benefited them and theirs. But yet, I'm the one that's called a liar. I'm the one that's accused of committing fraud and forgery. And I'm trying to sell this property for myself. I want it in my name. I'm doing something third, but yet, here it is. I'm trying to get things in order. Where's the evidence? Present your evidence to the court, during meetings, whatever, let's go. All they doing is showing emails of me allegedly saying this and saying that and doing this and doing that. Where's the evidence? This is about preserving and protecting the property for all. Not just for me and my family, but it's supposed to be for all. But people don't want to listen. And they're mad and upset that I discovered, not just me, but other people discovered the wrongdoings. What was really going on. And here we are again. Right back to square one. The gentleman told me what's going on. I didn't get it on camera, but I didn't record it out of respect for them. They told me, and they agree, things need to be done right. So, anyway, I'm almost to the vehicle, and I will film more parts of the property. So now I'm in the vehicle, I'm gonna ride out to other parts of the property where the hunting club has their lodge or their meeting place. And actually, this part where I'm going now is actually this part of the road. And let's see, were we past the bridge? No. Actually, this side is where the heirs can hunt, and across the creek is where the hunting club will have the rights to hunt. This is where the bridge is at. Again, going over Toby's Creek. There's the old ramp to Marion Highway, the bridge overpass. This is where this is where the construction equipment's at. You can see all that concrete blocks and cinder blocks as part of the road that was collapsed and damaged. So we took some of that material to rebuild the road. We're starting right there. Parts of the road was damaged. You see that void there. Water came in and just swept away a lot of trees and created these paths here. The road sits pretty high, so these trees and things like that. This is a big part of it. And this is part of the area that was damaged by the storm. You can see you got that tubing there. It's for the water to go. That's where to go. So it's not sitting, pushing against this part of the road here. But all that was just wiped out. A big old tree fell down. We cleared that out the way. You see more trees. Even over about to fall. All this overgrowth. This is 2 years. From 2018. Actually, how many years now? 4 years. 4 years, sorry. Public math, right? There's other tubing, but I believe that this needs to be fixed. That tubing right there. It's sitting too high. It should be lowered to the ground. But that needs to be repaired. And based on my research, this road runs about 1.6 miles through the property. I actually walked this whole road at one point. I walked it and I measured out using Google Maps. But I believe there's other documentation that proves that it's 1.6 miles thereabout. Alright, continue on. End of the road. Continue on. Next, you want to call it the east of the property. And it's the front half of the property. Goes around to the east side of the property, so you can just call it the north side, if you will. This is the south side, southeast side of the property. The PD River is through these woods, through this part. So it runs parallel on the west side of the property. But here, again, this road, Jacob Road, this part of the road has actually led to the ferry. There used to be a ferry back there. I don't know how far it goes back. The gentleman did give me some kind of information on it, but not really sure how much it is accurate or not. But still, I walked this property before. I'm not gonna go back there now because I got the gate up. And actually, at one point, I locked this gate. Me and my uncle came here and locked the gate. I think it's the same. It could be the same lock or a different lock. Can't recall. I believe I have the key to the lock. But nonetheless, we put this lock up here, this gate up here, to keep people from trespassing. Those look kind of new. I think the game warden or somebody came out there and put those signs up, those little placards up now. And actually, this is a spot where in 2017. Let me switch to my other camera. So in 2017, this is the spot where it was discovered that people were trespassing, were on a property running their dogs. This was in September of 2017 that they were running their dogs. And in May, I think it was June 2017, by way of the lawyer that I hired, put a injunctive order restricting, actually I think it was called a consent order, a consent order restricting people from hunting on the property, as well as, you know, all parties, anybody had an interest in the property, restricted them from leasing the property for hunting, fishing, cutting timber, moving trailers on the property, the whole 9 yards. But in September 2017, came on the property and discovered a vehicle parked here in this area here with a dog cage. And so we call the sheriff, or dial 911, call the sheriff, and the sheriff came out. We met them up there at a gas station, and you know, he had talked to the game warden before he came out here, and they're fully aware of the disputes going on, the issues going on with this property. But you know, the sheriff came out and he ran the license plate, got the name of the individual that owned the vehicle, asked us if asked me and my uncle who was there if we knew the name, we knew the gentleman, whoever the owner. He said no one should be on the property hunting. It's unfortunate at the time that I didn't have the actual consent order proving that, but it was on file, it wasn't on record at the clerk of court's office. But nonetheless, you know, and probably about maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes later, around time, the dog showed up, the owner showed up, or actually the sheriff went and made contact with the owner. It was discovered that there's two gentlemen on the property that were running their dogs, and we had a conversation. We asked them, hey, what are you doing on the property? How'd you get to be on this property? Who gave you permission? Who gave you the authority to do so? You know, and I basically told them, hey, don't come back, don't be back on the property. We're involved in litigation and so forth and so forth. And then, you know, the sheriff got their names, got my name, got the individual that gave them authority to do so, and went from there. But you know, and I had the police report to show it. There's a police report on file here in the county. So all I'm saying is true. You know, I can back up what I'm saying, but yeah, and it's part of the area too. You see that there's blocks there, concrete blocks, bricks, whatever you want to call them. This area too was used for reconstructing the road up ahead, the road that leads that way, right? There was like at least two major craters in the road, and there was like maybe 2 or 3 smaller ones. But it took probably a month and a half, or maybe 2 months for the road to be repaired. I think it started in December. It started in December 2019, and and it was done right before COVID hit, before March. I believe it was done. Yeah. You see more of the concrete cinder blocks there. I used to have a camera. I had a outdoor trail cam that was solar powered. I put it in a part of the woods there to try to catch people parking their vehicles, coming down here parking their vehicles, getting out and hunting. But it got destroyed from the storm, so I lost that camera. Actually, I had a camera. I think I had a camera over here too at one point, again trying to catch people to be on the property, trespassing and whatnot. But all right, now I'm going to go back to the hunting area and see what's out there, and then make my way to the Petey River. Stay tuned.